Hi, everyone. Welcome. Today is going to be a different experience than yesterday, obviously, because today I have Iris, who has a completely different energy field, different personality, very different. And so she watched yesterday and she said, oh, that's very different. I said, that's why I asked you both. You are like opposites. And then, because then for you who watch, you can feel the difference. You can feel the difference in personality, in expansion, in desire, but basically what we do is the same. The work is the same. It's an initiation, and it always starts with where you are at and what is ready to be called in. That is always the same. Doesn't matter who I have in front of me, like whether people are very spiritual, non-spiritual, it doesn't matter. Iris came to me and she would say, I think I'm not that spiritual, more grounded kind of essence. And she kind of at hyperspeed changed into a very sensitive, a very spiritual indeed, but she also made a lot of big moves, right? So one of the big things which I really appreciate about her is after a VIP retreat, she decided to move with her family to Portugal. And so it's not just talking light empire. Oh, it sounds so good. It's actually, where am I going to position my light empire? And so when we talk light empire, I want to clarify it a little bit. It's not just your business, okay? Your light empire is your life, and your light that gets anchored into every single component of your life. A business might be part of that. For some, it might not be a business, but you feel it's more like in a job, right? So it can be anything, but everyone holds a light empire. And what I do is I expand it into the infinity grid so that you fast track, quite literally, what you are capable of and what you were destined to do. So instead of her waiting for years until she was certain and her partner and her husband wanted, like, it's like, I'm sure and I'm ready to have this conversation on this level, boom. And that is the level where we start to collapse timelines and we bring in new energies. So that is a little introduction. And now, welcome, Iris. It is so good to have you here. Welcome.
Thank you. It's wonderful to be here.
Yeah. And so let's just do what we normally do. We also chit chat. That's also what we do. But you said before we came on, like you had a pretty clear intention, right?
Yes.
Can you share a little bit more about that?
Yes. Yeah, the story you told, that's the human story in my life. So I'm in the middle of moving to Portugal. That's wonderful. And I feel the word light empires, it resonates so much with me. And last year in your program, I felt I found my light. I feel I'm in the middle of my light empire, but I'm ready to expand that light empire. And for me, the light empire is indeed also my business. So it is time to discover the new form, the new form of my business and my light empire in a new environment, in an expanded way. So I would say my question is, show me, lead me, guide me to step into my greatness and expand my light empire.
Yeah. And just for like to clarify a little bit, we also decided to have this call as a very specific transmission around your business, around your light empire. So where I was talking and like literally getting a lot of information last time, I'm now just going to close my eyes and give you the transmission. And then after that, we talk. Yeah.
Wow.
So this is just a different way. Let's allow them to, because I already see a lot of images. I see the sun, like the central sun, being really important in this part of your journey. So it's like allowing yourself to go into bigger expansion. I see you literally being in Portugal, central sun above you, and you co-creating with that level of energy between back and forward, back and forward. I can feel the energy already moving. So it's very different. You've been creating a business out of your human, right? Which has been very successful indeed, like massive success, very talented, gifted in what you do. But this is something different. So the whole vibe is different and where you get to co-create with. So the sun is, like I see the sun above you, like radiating massively, and it's for manifestation and creation. Now let's see. Let's see, yeah. You hold the power to ignite everyone on this planet. It's like you hold this massive ability to radiate through the certainty of your human. And so where a lot of humans try to get out of their human, for you, it's so important to be deeply connected to the human, deeply connected to the free and liberated soul within, deeply connected to the personality, which is living in line with nature, which is living in line with your goddess energy. And so where you have been creating a business out of this masculine alignment, education, next step makes sense. Now it's like, let's stand and allow myself to stand in this beautiful goddess energy and to receive all the codes. Now, the codes that want to come through in order for you to create the retreat space, the expansional and exponential growth space you are about to create and anchor in, it's important that you center yourself not just in your light, but actually in your goddess energy, allowing everything which does not match with freedom, which does not match with your allowing to calibrate to the divine portal, which is you, that needs to go. So the building of your light empire is quite literally one of radiance through your personality. And so the light is there. So the sun is literally like radiating at that spot and the earth is calibrating to that. So there's this magnetizing field that is already there. There's nothing you need to do about that. Now it's how much can I allow myself to liberate myself from the conditions, from the logics, from that what makes sense, and how can I literally start to expand myself in my liberation. That means for you in the upcoming months, it's really important to have moments in the sun on your own, to take trips into the sunlight and to feel the beach and to feel the freedom and the liberation and to dance, quite literally, to feel as if you are dancing. And so allowing yourself now to start activating that potential within you is important, because once you do, what starts to happen is you start to like build momentum in your human, where it's no longer on, off, focusing on the things to do. It's you, this being, this light in motion that is quite literally like bulking almost through you. It's like overflowing through you. So it's allowing yourself to reach for unlimited, infinite freedom. Feeling that freedom in your being, wherever you feel the contraction in your emotional field, wherever you feel the contraction in your mental field, wherever you feel the contractions in your relationships, in the people you are serving, it's a blessing, it's a gift. Let's embrace and then let's release. And so the more you practice the embrace and the release, the faster you come up to speed with that magnetizing field, which is already there. It is already there. The home is already there. The people are already there. Everything is already there. But once you start to come up to speed, not just with your light, but with who you are, your personality, and the embodiment of your light in everyday moments, that will create the momentum. And so it's already here. Allow the central sun to play this specific role. Why? Because it's connected to the ancient temples. And you come to bring back to life this vibration of the priestess energy, this vibration of the temples. We know you are powerful in co-creating with man and allowing them to step into the next. But the truth is, you come to calibrate to your potential and your light. And it's time to step up and allow yourself to be seen as this goddess of the sun, which you really are. What starts to happen is the priestess vibration out of Egypt start to come back online. The priestess vibration out of the Maya start to come online. Like all the ancient lives you've been living start to come back online, and you will know exactly what to do. And the women will know to find you because they start to become magnetized towards you. It's important to hold very clear and clean space, pure from the desire of your heart, pure from the desire from the sun, rather than, does this make sense? Does this price make sense? Does this offer? That's not what it is. It's an initiation within yourself that you then gift to the women who come to you. And so it is. Nice one, right?
Wow.
What could you receive in that?
Wow. The sun. Yeah. Every day I walk with my dog in the woods in the morning, and that became last year my moment to connect to my soul tribe, I call it. And I always talk to the sun then.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I didn't know why, but I always talk to the sun. So okay, that was the first one. Yeah, and liberation and freedom. And last year I discovered for the first time how important freedom is for me and what it really means inside and outside. And I liberated myself more and more. And it still is the most important thing, I feel, to liberate totally and let all in and let everything out.
Yeah. Did you also hear how they said, because as you're talking, like how important it is for you to have your own time?
Yeah.
It's like, I see you making these four-day trips into the sun because it gives you the opportunity to come up to speed. Otherwise, you're losing a lot of your human energy in the family or in the daily things.
Yeah.
Like having these, like almost like having the retreats for yourself or attending retreats is important. It's more important than ever because it brings you up to speed, because what will also be happening is it's already clear, but your family has to calibrate to your level. And so in order to be able to hold your light, it's so important to allow the light to come in and to have a space where you can actually hold it rather than diluting the energy. You need to embrace it, hold it. And then from this overflow, they can start to attune with you. So all the feelings you now have about the practicalities, the mental patterns, they're literally blessings of the sun. And so there's a very specificness in it. So instead of, okay, well, just move past it. I'm a doer. I can do, like, it's like, take a moment, write it down, sit with it, see it. Is this the reflection of me and the sun co-creating? Yes or no? Probably not. Okay, sit with it, breathe, whatever you do, and then allow it to come online. There's not like a lot of doing, it's just witnessing it and restructuring it. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Especially in the family, it's going to be important, especially the rest is already there. Like you might want to ask, like, oh, but how do I get they will come. That's not the hardest. It's like you showing the world that this is how you navigate and build a light empire with your family is what will inspire people, because just the business is not what it is. Like, how do I allow my freedom, liberation energy to ignite a whole world, a whole new life for myself, and then impact with that energy, which is natural. I see you like in this vegetable garden, flowers, like in a skirt, like that's the energy. And then it's like, people will say like, but that's not reasonable. No, because that's because you're magnificent and because you listen to the calling.
Yeah.
Things will change very rapidly when you're there. So much easier. Now you're still looking at what will it be? It's like navigating yourself through the tunnel, and then you're there and you're like, do you know? And so now it's like, how can I allow myself the grace and the space to fill myself up with that energy already so that I can build the bridge and it just flows.
Yeah.
Because
yeah. Yeah, really clear. Really clear. And what really helps is that the trust is really there, 100%. So I trust that I can walk that path and that there will be the light and things will grow naturally there.
Yeah.
I have no
Also, the courage to own up to your value. This is an important one for you, because if you will start when you're there, or in the meanwhile, if you start offering things and the monetary match is not a vibe, and it's not resembling the power of the sun and the power of those priestess code and the power of your being, it's not, and you will feel it if it's exciting. If it's not that, don't put it out there. It has to match the energy of the dream, of the desire, and of your greatness.
Yeah. And I feel that's the thing that has to grow, there has to be some,
There the human becomes like,
I feel it.
Do you feel it?
Yeah. And what I feel, if I let this message in, the goddess energy, the priestess energy, then I feel the real worth. And then I think, okay, I'm underpricing. Yeah, I'm underpricing.
Yeah. So it's a different way of valuing yourself. You value yourself through, well, your codes, through, you know it, through the divine. And normally it's like, well, it makes sense because this person is doing this, or I did this before. It might not make sense at all. But when you're not doing it, when you're not aligning it, it will not sell, because it's not a match for the people who are looking for what you have to offer.
Yeah.
Which is, a lot of it is high end.
Yeah.
Very individualized, personalized, small group kind of high end energy, because that's what you're capable of. That's where you deliver your gifts the best.
Yeah.
Can you also feel the jump between the masculine energy, the man, and then the women? Like, it's,
really.
that it will liberate. Can you feel the liberation in that?
Yeah.
Because if I think like, can breathe, yeah. That just allows you to step into who you really are more, but it means you burn the bridge. Like, it might be scary. It's like, I want a new reality. Oh, really? Are you ready to let go before you, like, that is the energy. Like, it needs to go.
Yeah.
But not from but it's like, I choose courage, they said, to courageously step into it.
Yeah.
You've got like, yeah.
It's exactly the same message I got this day, a few hours before, from the energy worker who worked with my shoulder. And she said, yeah, you need to let go of the old pattern of structuring. Let it go.
Yes.
Go with the flow. That's the way to manifest.
That's it. Because it's almost like, if you don't, you have those little things, they used to put them on the table. I don't know the word, the English word, like glass little stop, right? So it's like, you're not allowing yourself to be seen. It's like, well, this little part can see. You need to pull it up so that you can be perceived. But that also means that you allow yourself to be perceived by yourself. If you don't allow yourself to be perceived in your greatness, but through your human and your name and all the things, it's like, that's not it. And the world is so ready for this level of energy, this level of calling the energies in. It's very different from what a lot of people do. If you would say, like, I'm a healer, I'm like, you're so much more than that. Or I'm like, there's not a word yet for this level of work. It's like calling in the templates, calling in the new. Yeah, what does it mean? Well, this is what it means. It's, I show the world there's a new world, there's a new way. And as you show the new way, resistance will pop up. It's like with the little crabs, stay here with us. Yeah. Well, that's like probably in families and friendships and clients, like, it's hard to allow people to grow, and you're growing at hyper speed, not just with your light, but also as a person and what you're manifesting. So it's like, wow. And so you're not for everyone.
And that's okay.
Thank God, I don't have to serve everyone. No, you don't. Yeah. You go for the ones that are ready to call in these codes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else popping up?
Yeah. They specifically said it's not, they said something about connect yourself to your personality. I don't know if it's saying it right, yeah. But yeah.
Yeah. That was one of the most important parts of the whole thing. Yeah. So sometimes when we talk about light, we make it something outside of us. We make it something not from the personality. It's like, well, that is my divine part, or that is my energy part, or that is my spiritual part. You have got great capacity to translate this energy through the human. What they mean by that is it's not separate. You actually are becoming greatness in motion in physical form. Some people are healers and their motion, like their greatness in motion in non-physical form. Yeah. So, but you have the capacity to manifest at hyperspeed because you also blend the physical with it. Yeah. So that means physical connection, physicality. So you now want to bring your human up to speed with this level of light. And that is very much in all your interactions on a daily basis. Some people would say, you know, I'm a healer and I do the healing and then I'm a mother. But for you, it's like, no, I am that.
Yeah.
I am this. Like, and that allowing of all of that light, allowing of all of that potential to flow through you asks you to master plus navigate yourself in a different way. More light, more sun, more relaxation, more me time, more opening, because then it can flow. Every time you focus on something to do, you limit the energy. So what you want to do is you want to open the energy. And then when you feel I've got it, like it's in my field, now I can bring it in, but then it's like it's this bringing in instead of trying to, yeah, not going to work. That's when you go into this or into this, like you want to open and hold the energy of like literally the sun, you know how it feels dancing on your like goddess energy. And then you want to like present it. Yeah?
Yeah.
Clear?
Yeah.
Like I hold my hands like this, like it's you present it.
Yeah.
And can you see how much solidness there is? There's no squeezing, there's no trying, there's none of that. You present it because this is who I am. And that means you claim the priestess within. You claim, goosebumps, the goddess within. Like you claim this light empire. There's no other way. This is what it is. Feel the solidness in that and the certainty?
Steady as a rock.
Yeah. But that means all of the other business ideas you let go.
Yeah.
All of the housewives, you know, no, you create from this energy. This is who I am. So it makes sense that I do, I don't know, a 4-day retreat. It makes sense that I offer VIP. It makes sense that whatever makes sense to you in the transmission so that you can stay in this energy and do this.
Yes.
Now you're still doing a lot of this.
Yeah.
With the old energy and the old people. You're doing the work.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And so there's actually people waiting to be received, like how you perceive and receive yourself. So it's meeting your equal, only you are the ignition for that, for them.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yes. So it starts with seeing myself really in what I am.
Yes.
And then I can attract the people who match.
Yeah, it's in all your presence. Like it's when we talk right now, it's there. So I know from experience you can position yourself in it, but I also know you tend to then go do this in some arenas. And so it's just the next level of holding yourself and presenting yourself to the reality, to the world in a bigger way.
Yeah.
I feel this is very important. It's lower, like, I don't know if you can see it. It's like this, you hold yourself like this, yeah?
Yeah.
Can you feel how that feels? Because that will help you to anchor in this moment. Greatness, sun, I'm presenting myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a receiving in that also. Yeah, there's not a moving through.
Not working.
No, there's a magnetizing. And because what they shared so clearly, the location is already magnetized for you, which is, I think, is exquisite. I can see the energy. Like, that's pretty spectacular. I've never seen that before. Like, wow, you can actually magnetize a field to your light empire. Yes, very good. So I can see it's already there.
Yeah.
Now it's like, okay, let's open the portal. So it's not just closed, but is actually presented. Can you hold on? This is a little bit more what comes through. It's like the field is already magnetized, but it's almost like a dome. Yeah. When you start to present, you become that center and it starts to collapse in a bigger way. Yeah. So it's already magnetized. And now it's like, how much can you allow it to come in? How much can you allow yourself to present yourself? And then it can come. Can you feel that? It's a collapsing of the walls.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know if you have a structure in your head about light empire, but I feel this like, I feel it's also an ancient gesture, kind of Maya, Egypt. I don't know what but it's ancient. It's something you've done before. It's almost like people would come, touch your hand, and they would heal. Probably also in very futuristic civilizations, not just here, not just past, but actually you're also calling in the future codes, which is very fascinating. But even there, it would be a dome.
Yeah.
And here it's like it's ready to open.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah.
You feel it or not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone else is feeling something, or are you like, what is she? Sometimes I'm like, what is she talking about? I don't have a clue. Like, if I would allow anyone to listen to it, they're like, what kind of conversation are you having? Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Anything else?
No, that's for me now. Yeah. I'm full and I'm feeling the movement of the expansion like this, and presenting with the solidness, and I see myself in the skirt with the dancing movements and feel the energy there. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's very much like on the retreat you had that moment where you were wearing the dress. Do you remember that? Like, yes. It makes me cry. Like, that is the energy, but then it's like amplified. Yeah, that was the energy presented to you for you. And now it's like, let's present this energy to the world, which is a different kind of bigger expansion. Yeah.
Stepping up. Yeah.
So beautiful. Thank you.
Wow, thank you.
Yes. You can re-listen, right? So that's also
good. I'm really gonna
re-listen. Yeah. So that's also good. So thank you. And so I'm now going back to the people listening. Like, what opened up for you being in this space? Could you feel it? I know Iris is also curious. She's also curious. So let's share a little. You feel the potent energy available and how it's different when I direct energy towards one person, when we are in this co-creation, or when it's like to multiple. It's a different level of attunement, it's a different level of calibration. What happens? Anyway, in the meanwhile, as you are dropping some of the comments, maybe questions. Yes, during the retreat, you were so much glowing. Your eyes were so full of joy. Yes. And she's that. See, that's the beauty in the retreats, that we get to see each other in this energy, like in this field, which is spectacular, because it's one thing to feel that now, but when you're with other women and we're talking and connecting and co-creating and activating and initiating and eating and whatever we do in this energy, it makes it so real. It's so easy to anchor it in when you're in this immersion of a retreat. Okay, I wasn't planning on speaking about the retreat, but it comes up. So that's the level that is available in retreats. Now, when we do this level of work, it's not a full-blown immersion, but it's a full-blown like initiation. Can you feel the difference? And the initiation will carry for the month, because I usually do one session a month, and then it will carry, and you will re-listen. And then we have a mentoring day where you get to ask, like, do you know my personality, or this is coming up, or what did you mean? Or like, there's an integration happening in that moment. And then we open up the next initiation. Then you vibe with that energy. It starts to like connect. It starts to translate in your energy, like in your life, in your business, wherever. And then there's again the anchoring in like the moment of connection, where, because you're also out of the field. Now we're creating this divine field, but when you go back into your life, you're also hitting reality. So those are the moments to go back into, okay, remember this? This was the vibe. So that's how we anchor in. In a VIP day, it's a lot. Like you come with all the questions, all the things, and we just go through it and we create pathways and portals and very clear structures so that you know in life how to leap into the next, which is very powerful, but that's a one-on-one immersion, like a VIP day. So there's multiple ways to go about co-creating in this container, in this level of energy, whether it is a retreat with multiple people so that you can walk and talk and be in the energy because your personality just likes to share that initiation, which is spectacular. Like, I feel everything is special. So there's not one better. It's just, what do I prefer? Do I prefer to have this moment like now and to record it and to nourish that and to listen to that and to really like, is that my thing for 6 months or 12 months? Or is it my thing to like literally see you in physicality, feel the energy, bring everything to the table, allow it to be infused with divinity and clear structure for my human so that I can literally walk the path. I know how to decide. I know who I am, which is different, just different pathways of how you can calibrate to this level of energy. And I feel the world needs women like you to stand up into this potential instead of trying to create a business, trying to get the clients. Like, that is not the new. That is very old behavior. It's like, how can I allow the new? And how can I allow my divinity, my codes to land in bigger ways and then to set this into my presence into the world? Very different question. That is a light empire. That's not how do I make money fast in my business or any of that. I'm not interested in that because the people I co-create with understand that it's so much bigger what we do. We work with bigger energies than that. And of course, we allow, there's someone laughing. I don't know who's coming in. Probably one of his friends. I don't know. It was a lot of fun. So let's see. What is this? Like, what is coming up? Also beautiful. Yes. Beautiful sacreds coming and radiating. What's so easy to flow in that energy during the retreat? It really is. It's easy to flow in that energy just when we create spaces like this. Like, that is what I do. And that is what I present to the world. And there is nothing I love more than, like, wasn't this a spectacular conversation? Do you know, it's like, what a life. What a life. We get to co-create on this level. Where do you find that? Not in a lot of spaces. I don't know them. So that is super exciting. I feel understand and beautiful content of messages, and I'm happy. For me, it's so different. Then I feel the energy totally. So nice that, yeah. It's very different. I like how you state that, because can you all feel, if you've been yesterday, the difference? Because Iris is different. And so she gets absolutely what wants to come through for her. And whether you want to look into your light empire, just expand. But what I can feel more and more is The women coming to me desire to build a light empire. Understand this concept, not necessarily a business. Okay, understand that. Not necessarily, there's a freedom of building the light empire, but it's not just about your life or just about the mission or like separate. It's one big solid anchoring in of your potential, of your light, and allowing yourself to be led through your divinity, which is exhilarating to me. Like, why not play the game? Why not be all in instead of looking at reasonable? Like, that's just not what it is. So see you in Portugal, Iris. Yes, so exciting. So loving this conversation. The new way, new earth, stepping into the inner divine and living it. Yeah, why not play the game? Yes, you're so right. I also really desire to build a light empire. I'll live that myself. Sounds much better to me than a business. It is, because it liberates us. But did you also hear the part about monetizing, like about the money? It's not that there's no money in a light empire. The vibration is just completely different. There's overflow, there's abundance because we are blessed, full stop. Now it's how courageous are we to leap into it? How courageous are we, like Iris, to say, you know, with my children, with my husband, he needs to sell the company, okay? It's a big thing. He didn't just have a job, right? He had to sell his company, move with 2 children, teenagers. Okay, hey ho, let's go. Who does it? Oh no, we wait. We wait till they're 18. We wait till we're 50. We wait. And she's like, no, what about her husband? He's attuning to this level of freedom. I mean, isn't that a powerful co-creation? Just saying. It's one thing to attune to yourself. It's a whole different dynamic to attune a whole family or your clientele, or call them in, and now they start calibrating to you. This is what I greatly admire. She's so courageous. She really is. So that's why I'm like, I love it. Because I see when women are courageous, they get to have all the thing. And then we have the ones who are standing at the sideline wondering, is this also for me? Yes. I'm just saying, short answer is yes, if you are willing to leap, if you are willing to listen, if you are willing to align to who you are. It's already calling. You know the thing, but if you want certainty, this is not the field. This is not the field of certainty. It's the field of infinite potential, and that's the unknown, and it's here for you. It is very admirable what Iris' husband is doing. Yes. How do you think he's doing it? It's because she leads him. She could have said a lot of things and he would have said, not going. She created a space of pure co-creation that was safe enough for him to leap. It's possible. Yeah, but my husband will never. Oh, no, because you believe he will never. A lot of will say, no, he will never. Well, he had his own, like it was even a family business, okay? So not just his own, selling the family business, even bigger, right? If you look into the reality, what do the parents say? And. But because we are capable of igniting an initiation, it was a light empire initiation, remember? That includes all the people around you. It's not just you, it's actually bigger than you. Gold made money reflecting the light. Yes, the unknown is exhilarating. Anyway, I could talk and go on and on. I'm pretty sure you know whether you are ready to leap into a one-on-one experience or maybe even a retreat experience with me, whether it is a VIP day. I have 2 in the Netherlands. I have 1 in Dubai. If you want to call in the wealth codes, let's go. Yeah, this is like, I think she will be doing it some, not now, but probably, yeah. Because she knows the level of abundance, the level of potential that comes up, right? So maybe you feel like, no, 6 months is really exciting to me, or 12 months. How we do it is you make the down payment, then you either pay in full and we start, or you like make the payments until you make the full payment. There's literally no difference. I'm not making the payment plan more expensive, okay? I just want you to get that. I just give you time to come into alignment with your personal power, and then we start, okay? It's possible for everyone if you feel ready. Which email address can I use to contact Cinta as the old? No, it's working again. We had a problem with the server and with our website. It got hacked, but now it's working. So it's team@sigridvanheerwaarde.com. So you can just reply to the email and then it should work. Okay? Then it should work. So I will be sending out an email tonight, again, with some of the details, but just feel free to reach out. It's pretty clear, straightforward what it includes. You've been experiencing it. You know if it's a match or not. Yeah? I love you all so much. And again, Iris, thank you. It was amazing. I love you so much. Such an exhilarating conversation. I feel pumped up.